So this is my art journal. I mean, it's kind of like a sketchbook, but in this one specifically, I wanted it to be less of a practice, as in like filling it with all the things that I wanted to do, concepts, more like creating finished pieces in each page, so that when you open it, it was just beautiful. I don't know if I achieved that, and honestly, I got this in 2014, the beginning of 2014. This isn't a moleskin, it's a Harry Potter journal. I got this at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter in Florida. I think it was November, no wait, no, January 5th, 2014. It was the end of the, it was like Christmas, but it has the Hogwarts crest, the Hogwarts crest in the cover, and the cover is fake leather and it's very squishy. Feels nice. So this is this I didn't add until 2015, and I used some sort of weird marker that crackled. And this little sticker that I made, and then I damaged it. I spilled ink on it, but it was really cute. So this is old. Really old. This is I'll show you the cover, and then I'll skip to the first drawing I did in it, which is in the middle of the actual journal. Let's call this just a journal, because I don't think it's a sketchbook, it's more of an art journal. So, and oh, this is, I have a picture of my grandmother when she was really young, and she had a Halloween costume on, I think, or a carnival costume on. It might have been the carnival. I think it was a carnival. And it was a carnival, and she was wearing kind of like this head thingy with feathers. It's not like it wasn't an offensive Native American kind of thing. It was just kind of like a carnival headdress type thing. I live in Barranquilla in Colombia, and we have a carnival, and it's very usual to see costumes with feathers up top. So I think it was something like that. And she was wearing, I think, like a weird, I should have that picture somewhere. Anyway, she was wearing these beads, and I thought that's really cute, so I drew that. And obviously there is no likeness to my grandmother at all, and it's not that great, but I felt really proud because I think my grandmother had passed recently, and just made me feel close to her and all that stuff. And this is ink and color pencil, I think. It has kind of this weird protective crystal magic thing, like a, I don't know if you can see, it's kind of like a diamond finish thing, and it's just acrylic. I used mostly acrylics for this. And here we enter the not so cute things. It's really difficult for me to do something and then just like it. I always hate it when I'm done and I point out all the flaws and all, like, that's not nice. And I think I was experimenting with watercolors and acrylics at the same time. And I think it was the first time I was using gesso, like, to prep the pages. So for some reason, you know, Iris Sunset, of course there's going to be an eye there, because why not? And this is just, see, November 2000, no wait, this is probably not November 2014. It's probably November 2015, I think. See, 1st of January 2015, and then this is probably the 2nd of January. Why did I put November? Okay, this is a color pencil and also has that like diamond finish up top, and this is just black acrylic. And this is the first thing I did when I bought some masking fluid. I just like did this thing with the balloons and tried to do this, like this underwater galaxy type thing, And at that time I was really into art journaling videos, and they were using all this kind of like gesso stuff and the modeling paste and all that, and I was like, I want to do that. And I did kind of like this gessoed background and the thing up top, and then I did the bow, and then I put it there, and I look at it now, it's not that great, but I had fun doing it. That's what counts. And this is, let's see if I can just, this is actually recent, because I had done the sketch of the tree and I didn't finish it, and I was playing with acrylics the other day, and I was like, oh, I'll just do the tree. And I had the idea to do this because I wanted a bigger piece, and I saw my teacher had, I studied graphic design, but I was always really trying to put illustration everywhere I could in every project that they gave us. And since she's an illustrator and she's a character designer and all that stuff, I saw that she had like an extra piece glued to her sketchbook because her piece was longer than the size of it, and I was like, that looks really cool. I want to do that. So I did, because I'm a copycat. And then there's this. Let's see here. This is Grog. That's what I named this little character thingy, and this is gesso with ink. This page is gesso, this page isn't, and this is ink. I think this is fine liners and color pencils. And I actually did a mural of this in my wall, which I probably won't show because there's a bunch of stuff covering that wall. But I did do a mural of Grog and the city and this kind of like huge sun behind it. So yeah, let's see what's here. Oh, here, some pages I actually glued them together because after I put the ink on this paper, which is super thin. Here, let me show you some of the part that is in it. This paper is super thin. So when I put ink in it, something that's really wet, it really can't handle it that well. So I had to glue some stuff together to save, and I had a drawing of a mermaid between these two, and I was like, which one do I like best? Do I like this best, or do I like the mermaid best? I was like, the mermaid can die, so I glued these together. And then here we are. This is a sketch I did while I was having a break in class. I was waiting for the class to resume. I was like, I'm really bored, I'm gonna draw some stuff, and this came up. And it's graphite, I mean, it's just pencil. And some fine liners, and then I did this. And all the graphite is just dirtying everything around it. But this guy, this is acrylics, I think. I had just gotten new acrylics, and I wanted to try and change my style a little bit, even though I still have not changed my style. I don't think I have a style. You'll see everything is all over the place. Probably tell by this journal thing. And this isn't in chronological order. This is February, and this probably is like August or something. Like I don't start sketchbooks in order because I think it's intimidating, because I feel like I have to make every page pretty, so I just like jump around. And then there's this, who is, I think these two are really nice. I should probably do this digitally, like in vector form, and they'll be really cute. And then there's this is also acrylic. And then there's this, which is just like markers and pen, and this was, I think I was on a plane when I was doing this. It was just doodling on a plane, and that's why it's so weird. And this is a copy. Like I was trying to imitate another piece that I actually have further back, which I did first, and I really liked it, and I was like, I should do something else like that, and it didn't work out. And then there are these two, which are also just marker. I was trying out a new pen here, and the pen kind of died immediately. It's very low on ink, and it was really expensive. It's a really bad pen. I mean, whilst it had ink, it was beautiful, but now that it's dying, it's just not worth it. And I was just doing some flowers because I felt like it. And you'll see a lot of flowers all over the place. I like to draw. These aren't referenced or anything. I just really like these shapes to do like these little indentations, and it's just an excuse to be able to do those. I actually glued these two together because I don't know why. I think I just didn't like what was in between these two, so I just glued them together, which is something that I tend to do a lot as well. And then there's this one, which is also acrylic and a gold gel pen, I think. And I wasn't patient, and I just, you can see there's like smudges all over the place. Because I just touched it, and it takes a really long time to dry, so there's like my fingerprint all over this. And then there's this. Let's see. And this is recent. This is from June 18th, so like probably like 10 days ago. I had 2 blank pages, and I was like, I have to put something in there to fill it up, because I'm going to do a video about this in a way to be held accountable so I could finish it before July 31st. And yeah, it was just kind of like a woman, because that's the default I go to when I don't know what to draw. And it's just waterfall, like her hair is a waterfall and there are little boats, which is also, this is also very nice. I really like this concept. I think this would translate very well into also vector art, so I'll probably vectorize this, turn it into a cute thing with a better finish. And there's this guy. And yeah, it's just a barn owl. And I was gonna do a lot more detail, and then halfway through I was just like, you know what, I'm just done with this. Like, it's there, you can tell it's a barn owl. I don't need to finish this completely. It's just, if I don't feel like doing it, then I shouldn't do it. And this is one of my faves. This is, I think, probably my favorite page, or at least one of my favorites, top 2 of this entire journal so far. And this is actually a redraw of an old concept I had in an old sketchbook. And this is also acrylics on gesso. And yeah, it was really fun to do this, I think, because of I hadn't worked in acrylics in a while, and it was nice to just be able to go back to it and do things that are actually decent. And I glued this. Inside there were 2 more, and it was like a succulents page and something else, and I was like, I don't like that, and so I disappeared. So these 2 are older. This is really recent as well. This is June 18th as well. And these are just 03. Is that an 03? May 2015. And I really don't like this. I don't like, why did I pick those colors? Like, no. I like the gold, but that's it. And this one, I actually like the idea behind this one was to make like kind of like a snake hair lady. Like her braid is kind of like a snake around all the things. And I think this would also translate very well to digital art. I should make like a turning my art journal into digital art series or something. This is also acrylics. These 2. This is I actually turned this into a digital piece, and I changed the colors. I named it pink, and it's in my Society 6 in my Redbubble, and everyone loves this. Like, everyone loves the digital version of this. I put it in my portfolio before I graduated, and all my teachers were like, this is my favorite of all the things you have. And I was like, well, thanks, but I originally was gonna do this one, but I don't know, the shapes, I just, meh. And these 2. Well, this one is for a friend of mine who has a saying, who's like, she's as alone as a mushroom. It doesn't translate to English very well, but here, sola como un champiñón. And she's we were hanging out, I think we met, we had like a girls' night out after a while of not seeing each other, because these are my friends from school, and I had just gotten back from the trip where I got this, and I carried these everywhere, and I drew whenever I had free time when I was out, which wasn't a lot. And I was talking to her and she said that, and I was like, I have to do a tribute because that is fantastic. And this is just a jester or something. I don't know, I don't really like this one. I mean, I like the guy, I just don't like the background. So I did kind of like color pencil background, and then I was like, no. I covered it with black. And covering it with black destroyed this one, which was really nice, and it died. And this one over here I actually did when I was on a plane, I think, as well. All these kind of doodles were like plain doodles, or I had like a 1 hour flight, and I was just like, fine, I'll just doodle, and I did this, and I really like this. Kind of like the little ring around my signature, and I had just like developed my signature and upgraded it, and I was like putting it everywhere, and it's like, girl, you just gotta put the date. Don't sign everything, just put the date. And this one's one of my faves. I really wish, because I also glued these two together because these were really flimsy and I didn't want these to be lost. And I also did this one upside down. This is February 26, 2015, back when I actually remembered to date things. And I love this one. I think I really like this. Should probably do something with this. Scan it and do something digital. And it's just a black thingy because I really like this. I don't want to put anything here in case it's really ugly and I damage the spread. Because like when you have a good piece and then like the spread just goes like And here we go. This is a Little Mermaid. This is recent, June 19th. Because I had something else here and it was gross, and I really like this mermaid, and I was just like, I should give it a better companion. So I just painted over it, and I did this kind of like watery hair thing, and I actually really like how the white lines look on the black acrylic. And this is just white gel pen on acrylic. This is actually the color of the page. I think it's really nice how it looks with the black and the color background. So I had this done but in pencil, so I just lined it and painted it with acrylics so that it would look nicer. And this one, oh, I know what this is. This is kind of like a cage thingy. I don't know, this was when I just got into Welcome to Night Vale, and I would draw whilst listening to Welcome to Night Vale, and the drawings after this are all weird because Welcome to Night Vale, hello. So Welcome to Night Vale is a podcast, which is kind of like a radio station from a creepy town, and it's really fun. Go check it out, it's amazing. And yeah, not much to say. And here, these are the Welcome to Night Vale doodles. It was kind of like a tree with eyes, and this was an episode where they were describing these guys, and I was like drawing them, and then I was just like, that does not look nice, but whatever. Also, Welcome to Night Vale, I was playing with the whole eye thingy, and I also really like drawing plants and leaves and stuff like that, so, and vines. I love drawing vines. And I had just gotten my color pencils here, and I was trying to blend and do cute things, and I actually really like the way these look. Like the colored edges look, the border, the strokes, let's go with strokes. I really hate why I did this in black here. Like, it would have been so much better if I had just done like a little accent, but no. Again, more plants, and All Hail the Glow Cloud, which is a Night Vale thing again. Oh, here we go. These are daisies. I was drawing daisies, and it was the first time I had drawn a flower which wasn't like completely round. You know how when you're a kid you draw flowers like a circle and you do like little ovals around it. It was the first time I actually stopped and looked at a daisy and saw all the like edges and the way it folds. The petals fold one on top of the other, and I was like, oh, and I still really like this. Wish I would have done a better composition, but it's there and I like it, so. And this is kind of like a Rapunzel thing, but this is really old. Like, this is one of the first things I did in this journal, and I really like the background, but Can we just talk about her face for like 2 seconds? Like where is her forehead? Where is your forehead? But yeah, I still really like these, and this was the original concept for the Little Red Riding Hood type thing that I had planned. Where, well, it's still in process, but I mean, I didn't put a lot of thought into when I was doing it, but I still like that it's there. And then there's snow, and these two, I actually started drawing them without having a sketch before. So they look weird because I didn't sketch, but I still did it. Like, it's fine. I'm not bothered with the fact that they're not perfect, which is a good feeling. And then this was also one of the first things I did in this journal. I think this is all like beginning of 2014. And I don't know, I just wanted to do kind of like a negative positive butterfly thing. This is not acrylic, this is, I think these are pastel? Are you pastel? Oh, yeah, well, this is pastel, but then I put hairspray on top of it so that it wouldn't like dye. And here's another Little Red Riding Hood thingy, and this one's also recent, June 22nd, because this had something else next to it and it was dumb. It was like a sketch for a bag that I had to give for a class. So I was like, no, you need to have something pretty-ish there. So I kind of copied the blue-haired lady, and this is acrylics, but this is ink. And I did this with a dip pen. I just got in a dip pen. I was learning how to use it, and yeah, I like it. Another flower. This is acrylic. This is also acrylic, and this is like super thick because I have like 15 layers of gesso underneath this, because I was covering something that I think I spilled something on this page and the page died, and I was like, no, I can't rip it because you're not, you know, can't rip a page without one of the previous ones falling off. So I just try to fix it, and I put a massive amount of gesso on top of it. It's just a little mermaid. And again, the gold gel pen on a black, and again, I was too impatient to wait for it to dry, so it's smudged all over. This, which is kind of like a beard type thing. This is more recent. This is like this year probably, and this is probably 2014. And my friends, this is the first drawing I ever did in this journal. The second I bought this, I was on a trip and we came back to the hotel. It was a family trip, and we came back to the hotel, and the only thing that I had brought to draw were I had an orange Prismacolor pencil and a red pen, and that was it. And I was just like, yes. And this is January 5th, 2014. And I could probably do a much better job now at doing a dragon, but I did not reference anything, and I still came up with this. And it's a good memory because I remember having a lot of fun on that trip. The only thing I didn't do on that trip was go and buy art supplies in the US, which is stupid because I just could have gotten so many markers and so many things that I can't get here. And it's just a memory of, you know, when me and my family were hanging out, which is nice. This is just, I was looking at a picture of a dress and I copied it. It's a Tony Ward Fall Winter 2014-2015 dress, and it was July 8th, 2014. It's pretty normal. It's just a dress. I mean, obviously the dress was gorgeous, which is why I drew it, but it just didn't translate very well. And this is, I have no idea what this is. I mean, this is just kind of like pattern doing stuff. I think I started doing these flowers and I got tired halfway, and I was like, okay, let's do something else to not have to do the entire thing as flowers. And again, leaves, which are fantastic. I love drawing leaves. And I think, oh my god, it's the end! We're done! This is the most recent thing that I've done, June 22nd. And it's succulents. Because succulents, I mean, they're fun. They're cute. I wish I could draw them better. But these are pretty nice. I mean, I'm okay with this. And this is all that's left. Like, how can, oh, what's this? Oh yeah, I glued this together because I glued these 2 pages together. Because something spilled. I wanted to hide it. And oh, there's something on the spec here. Yeah, this is also old. Probs 2014 when I just got back, had just gotten my color pencils, I think. And I never finished it because why? I mean, it's an art journal, but it's also kind of like a sketchbook thing. You don't have to finish everything. I honestly don't want to finish that right now. And it's so weird to see how I drew faces back then because I had just learned how to draw like eyes and things, and I was taking a fashion illustration class, and like I can obviously see all the mistakes now and see like, oh, that's not good. And I can draw it better now, and it's so amazing to have kind of like that record of where you've been and how much you've improved. So yeah, that's it for my art journal thingy, sharing old art, which is really not old because it's only 2014. But you guys want to see any old art, like school art, which is terrible and horrifying, I'll show that. But that's it for now. Thanks so much for watching.